Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, and we have some ranked battle. You MC 950 clan, Isoc and his Manticore, tier 10. They're all tier 10, aren't they? 10v10 and ranked on Kampenovka, Himmelsdorf. Himmelsnova-Dorf. Novka? Novka-Dorf. Gonna need some nice coffee for this. MC950 sent me this, says, I decided to, in my mind, to just give up on ranked for now and pick it up again later in the year. Since I recently unlocked the Manticore, I felt like it would be fun to have this be my last game. That is Guido approved. Basically, in the rest of it, he says ranked was not doing him right. Lucky enough to get Malinovka and a team that really didn't do a great job on the hill. And he has a nice little game. He is running optics in the bonus slot. He has purple vents, I believe, yeah. Not bounty, but actually improved, and a exhaust, improved exhaust. A couple of kits. He's got some food, so he is all set up. He does not have a CVS. Highly recommend drop the vents and put a CVS. That's just me. Everybody else dogpile down there in the comments. All right, here we go. MC950 clan, Isoc, Manticore, Malinovka, off to the races. I've actually watched this one because I was kind of curious how it all went down. He's a very, very careful, a very careful Manticore driver. We're going to talk about a couple plays where I think maybe you could have got a little more aggressive and helped your team, but this was actually pretty good, man. If you're looking for the careful Manticore pilot, this is a great example. I like this. Good little spot early on. The only thing I will say about this bush is, in ranked, everyone and their mother knows if they're getting spotted like this, it's probably you. And I'm surprised you did get lit. Okay. I guess the plan was to shoot and scoot. So off he goes. He takes a nice stab at the grill. And I like that he started moving out, because you had to figure the 100 LT or somebody was close enough that once your camo went down from firing, at tier 10, even mediums are able to do that pretty easily on that little bush. Comes over to here to see what's going on, and he catches a T62, so he bails out of that. I concur, there's no reason to tangle with a T62 and however other many guns. Even the grill could shoot across at about that point. You take a look at the draw distance on this map, and even over in that corner, there's guys that could shoot at you. He has a pretty good conga line going up the hill. Most of the heavies and the STB. There are a few guys down here. Turns out to be a decent thing that the 110E4 goes down and camps the cap, but I think, I don't know, I'm not sure on this map, guys. I mean, I like the guys going up the hill. It's nice that somebody's watching the other side, but I don't know if it's really required. Kind of splits up your team, to be honest. Leopard and the Object 140 are both camping. The LT 100 has taken this forward position, and right off the bat, we've kind of lost a lot of map control. We're going to hang out in this bush for just a little while. No real reason for a Manticore to go up the hill. This is an okay spot if we can figure out a way to thump the LT. The problem is the grill probably gets a shot on us before we get away. So we're holding our shot right here. A little bit surprised he's not burning through and seeing you, to be honest, each time he poked up. But we got enough camo. That's the nice thing about the Manticore. It has a bunch of camo. So the 110E4 is still holding the corner. It looks like they got the T62A out. There's an Object 140 down there as well. And turns out there's another tank in there as well. We'll see that in just a minute, because MC is going to have to go down there and start messing with him. The hill is going on. There's 2 Krons up there on the enemy team. There's 2 Krons on MC's team, and they're all losing hit points, especially MC's Krons are about to be deaded. This looks like a fairly standard setup. I mean, the Manticore is a little bit unusual in rank. Not exactly, but a little bit. T62, you don't see a whole lot of T62s even in pubs, but the rest of it's pretty common stuff. Maybe not the Grill A so much, but people do play it. Some maps it does a pretty good job. So here comes an IS-7. There's an IS-7, an Object 140, and eventually a Progetto is going to show up. So the enemy team split up quite a bit as well. This is kind of one of those maps where you do want to watch all the sides. If they were able to come around this corner and push in towards the forest and sweep up all the guys who are down low here, hanging out in the various sniper points. The guys on the hill obviously are flanked and they're in trouble. Personally, I'd rather have a bunch of power up top, sweep them off the hill, and then worry about all the clowns down below. But that's not the match we've been given right here. There's the Progetto. He comes running in. Somebody spots us, and we bail out. A lot of the game is spent by MC kind of peeking and poking and bailing. On a couple occasions, he gets a little bit lucky in terms of guys not hitting him, but that's one of the things about this tank. It's pretty fast and it's tiny. So physically, from a human interaction interface with the mouse and the game standpoint, they're harder to hit because it's just a smaller target to put your pixel on. And I like this little move. He gets in this bush. Just watch his poor IS-7. I mean, he's right there. This little tiny invisible tank has him nice and lit up. He's gathering up the spotting damage right here, the assist. The IS-7 just decides I have too much armor for anybody except that he doesn't. And pretty soon I'm like, he's going to get spotted? No. Nope, IS-7 is dead. And we're up to 2,282 assist. We spent a little bit of time in the cap circle here trying to figure out where the Object 140 and Progetto are. They are not so foolish as to drive across the open and get deaded, exactly as the IS-7 did. So that was at least useful in terms of them knowing they can't push across here. This is the problem with taking this corner. If you've got guys hiding out back there in a spotter, you're not coming across this open area without getting absolutely massacred. The hill is holding for the moment, but notice that the two Krons are dead, and the enemy team's kind of now making a push. Pretty soon they're going to lose the hill. All right, so MC's team's going to lose the hill. He comes in here and he starts working on the Object 140. He has a 430U and a 140 on his team. There's a Progetto and a 140. And I think this part right here, MC, is the part where you probably could have got a little more aggressive. Let's take a look at it here real quick. I like holding that shot because then this dude came up and he'd have gunned you down. I like that shot. That's a good aggression right there. You hit him, you're going to get lit, clearly. Now take a look. This is, I just had a coaching session where we talked about this, where you zoom out and see what the heck's going on. Oh, those two guys are pushing. Let's go add an angle to the fight over here. And as a matter of fact, your 110E4 is watching because he's going to type in there in just a moment and say, hey, get in there. I'd have come right up here and added a different angle. I don't think I would have gone after the Progetto because if I irritated him enough and he came up and over, these guys aren't supporting you. I'd probably come up here, but let's watch this thing develop because now the Progetto is fully engaged in these two dudes. See how he's moving towards them? Get in there now. Now that he's actually going around that corner, come over here and give him a little hello, and you're going to get some damage. And then if he turns around, he's no longer fighting those two. They pile in, kill your 140, and if he chases you, you run away. If he turns back around to go after them, you shoot him in the back again. Now, you may be worried about other tanks, and that's not a bad plan, except that if you look at everything that's lit, that's pretty much everybody right there. And pretty soon the 140 is going to say, hey, dude, get in there, man. The problem with what you're doing, in my opinion, is your team's bleeding hit points over there trying to kill these guys, and you have a huge opportunity to change the angle. They both come around the corner right there. There's Big Shiny Tank saying, get in, Manticore. So we're going to lose a few more hit points here, I think, than we really wanted to. And I think we finally start to think about it, and we're like, I don't know, and okay, let's go do this. We come in here and we get the Object 140. He's on one shot. The Progetto's dead. So I think had you gone in there earlier, you knocked them down much faster. You save a few hit points on your team. To be honest, I don't know if you guys lost any. Maybe not. Maybe they didn't take a hit. It's possible they didn't take a hit right there. But at the very least, they would have died faster and you could have repositioned back faster. This game is a lot about time. You only have so much time. The faster you can get rid of the enemy's hit points while preserving yours, of course, the better. Sometimes a trade for hit points to get rid of somebody faster is a good idea because then the follow-on move is to get back and start getting some of your map control back. And you find the 100 LT right here. This gets a little crazy right here. Yeah, we're perma-lit by him. There's obviously guys up there. I'm kind of surprised the grill hasn't hit yet, although he's looking for a shot, I think, momentarily. Other guys are lit, so he may be shooting at them. When you have multiple... Yeah, and that guy shoots in and just misses. So I think he timed your move or maybe just guessed. You might have still been lit by the time he started moving. He just kind of got unlucky. We're going to back out here. And then the 100 LT is going to come up. He knows he needs to get rid of you. This 100 LT goes, all right, I need to light this guy. Maybe somebody behind me will get him. He eats a shot for that, and you eat an 807, and that is ouch. That is ouch. And we bail out, and I'm really surprised you don't get hit right here. I think some shots come in. Maybe, yeah, well, no, they're shooting at the 430U. So again, there's safety in numbers, and when I was watching this the first time, about this time, because I was so intent on what you were doing on the rock, I look up and go, where did the rest of your team go? Well, the Hill lost a while ago. They just killed 1 or 2 guys. I think the 140, because he actually typed in something about it. He died, and all of a sudden we're looking at a 3v5, and that's ugly. But you're going to like this, guys, because MC is going to get on his horse, and he's going to do some active stuff, and he's going to do some scouting. A little bit of active, a little bit of passive. We're going to talk a bit about that. That's really nice right there. Also, too, and in addition to, I think the CVS would have helped you right here burn through some of these bushes a little bit better. You do a pretty good job otherwise. I think probably the 100 LT had it because he ends up being able to see you pretty easily in a couple occasions. I want to back up here while I was talking because I think you had a shot. We're going to find the Kron. I like this. You kind of make sure he dies. There we go. Perfect. We get that spotting. Now let's take a look at this. Once you get the, I think it's the, yeah, once you get the Conqueror lit. Oh man, yep, free Shavaka right there, my friend. Free shots. Oh man. Yep, watch out for those. You had that. I mean, you're buried in those bushes. You'd have thumped him. That'd have been easy. We come over here and we see him, and then we start thinking about maybe shooting him. And we decide to go after the grill. The STB dies. That's fantastic. Do we? No, we don't see the Conqueror. Never mind. The STB dies. That's good. Oh, there he is, and that gets us lit because we haven't gone far enough back. I think if you'd, in that case, backed all the way to the purple line or the red line, depending on what color y'all have it on, you might not have been seen, or even potentially move back over here and try to get some solid bushes and stuff. Work the bushes a little bit, man. There was no reason to let them see you. They'd have known your shot came from that direction, but there was really no reason to let them see it. So we're going to bail it. You all right there, dog? No, she just flopped on the ground. All right. She makes a lot of noise when she flops on the ground. I like that move. Started heading that direction, and then when he knew it was dark, slammed on the brakes, turned around, and went back. That was fantastic. Guess what? The 100 LT is on the cap. Not a good idea. The good news about that is you know where the heck he is. He's not up here looking for you, so it looks like he's going to come back in here. I think we can probably apply the same thing in terms of spotting. All right, there we go. So there's that dude. Just back up, man. Back up and make the bushes solid and shoot that dude. I think we're trying to get some spotting. Ooh, and then Guido would have died. Guido would have died. That's why I like that right there, man. You know what happened there, folks? The spotting point is on the gun, at the base of the gun, and on the top of the turret, such as it is on the grill. Did you notice they were both behind that wall when he shot? That was pretty cool. I don't know if MC knew that when he took that shot. If that's why he took the shot, good on him. If he was just taking a chance to take some hit points out. A little bit dangerous, but holy cow, that was pretty cool. And he bails out. Gets another 369. The grill gets thumped. And then he finally gets seen as he runs off. So there must have been an opening in some of those bushes. The grill's charging in. He's like, all right, well, I got to get something done here. We lose him. I think the CVS keeps him lit there, and then we kill him off. Nicely done. Tuck down a little bit into this low ground. A little bit surprised the 100 LT's not shooting you, but I think he's just trying to survive the Leopard and the 430U. So he may not have had a chance to try to get that shot off on you. So we push the 100 LT off. We kill the Grill A, which was a huge, huge kill. Now stop here, man. Just anytime you get a light like that, just stop. See what we got. Nope, somebody else has lit him. Looks like you're looking for him now. There we go. Take that shot. Boom. There we go. 428. Nice high roll. I would press that advantage on the Super Conqueror. You know you've got several opportunities over here when you push into these bushes. About right here, I think, is the right idea. And then the 100 LT starts moving in. And he needs to find you, right? He's realized that this is bad. The stupid Manticarry is kicking our rear over here. And we get a little bit of a rough action trying to get a shot on him. We shoot him there, and then we push in. I think I would have pressed the Manticarry. I know that the Conqueror is kind of looking there, but This really extends the game a little bit. We actually take a hit from the Super Conqueror and it bounces off our gun and destroys it. Hit 4, fix the gun immediately so that our repair kit can start to repair itself, right? Regenerate in 90 seconds or whatever it is. So watch out for those things. Doing a really nice job though. 2,966 damage, 3,323 assist. For me, I think I would have tucked right up. You've got the Leopard in the 430U. I'd have gone right up this low ground and started trying to spot the Super Conqueror. I know the 100's a problem, but you can actually take a couple hits before you die. You can take one hit before you die. And I thought you were going to go in on him, and we kind of get in this bush. It's a knockdown tree. It's hard to know exactly where the hitbox is on that thing for camo, and I think the 100 actually sees you. He comes down low here, as I recall, or maybe he gets into the bushes. We kind of move a little bit. Sitting there. It doesn't matter too much with a light tank moving. The only time it would matter is if we had a... Oh, okay, we went out of the bush. That's what happened. And he gets a hit on us. Yeah, I wouldn't back. In that case, you got to go forward and cut right or left. Backing up is just letting him have an easy shot. He bails out. We go to this rock. Good protective position. Oof, man, that was... that was close. He was waiting for you. He saw you the whole time, and then when you went in the bush and started to back, good on you for not completely coming out from behind there. You were doing a really good job in the forest up here, and I think there's some opportunity up underneath, but we're going to take this kind of long route. Remember what I said at the beginning, folks. We're talking about he's very careful with how he's playing this right now and doing a really nice job. That just for me, I'd have been a little more aggressive in spots, but maybe I get dead because I'm doing it. Way out into the field, kind of move up through here. Just going to grab this bush. It's going to be hard to spot these guys. It's right at the edge of your spotting, and they're in bushes. The 100 LT's got good camo, not amazing, but good. And now the only way to get closer is to go through the open right there. It was an okay idea in case you caught one of them moving around. The problem is your Leopard and your 430 don't have shots. They're both bailing out of it. Why? Because now they're worried the 100 LT is going to get in on them and spot them before they can do anything. If he's running a CVS, he can sneak through there, and even against a Leopard and a 430U, it's very possible that he ends up seeing them. A little bit dangerous moving up in case that LT was maybe on the edge, but we get away with it. 430U's kind of moving back. Again, I tuck up underneath them. That's where I would go. We only have a minute 32, so we really need to get in there. They see you moving forward with eyes, so now they're a little more comfortable moving up into this area. Wouldn't it have been nice if we could have continued to try to take out that 100 LT? That would have been beautiful. All right. When we come up here... No, he's going to get his gun on us, and there's the 100 LT. So, okay, good job. I like the dodge out of there. That was a good move. The 100 LT dies. The two mediums followed up. That was good. I like this little move right here. Just kind of hang out for a second. You got a minute. Guys are shooting. He's really worried about the two mediums right there. Come back around this corner and shoot him. I don't know if I would have exposed myself that much. This would have been more of a creep up. Just hold down and try to poke at him instead of just sort of sell out and come around the corner. I mean, what if you missed or bounced? That would have sucked, and it would have been very difficult to get back. But the idea of where you came from was fantastic. 3 kills, 3,104 damage, 3,619, about a 1,300 experience game with only that many hit points, right? There's a whole 5 tanks missing in there. There's role experience and ranked and other things and whatnot, but still a really nice experience total for a ranked game with only 10 battles in it and everything at tier 10. So nicely done, man. That was a lot of fun. Great, pretty good, great example of careful Manticore play. Really just sort of picking around the corners, never getting overcommitted. There was a couple places I probably would have overcommitted and maybe I ended up dead in there. I think really that fight down there in the southwest, definitely you could have got in there a little bit earlier, but as it was, you ended up getting in there and shutting down the last guy anyway. So awesome, man. Nicely done. So you're going to get right back into ranked, right? All the way through with the Manticore. That is a recipe for frustration. That is all I've got for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you.